today's video is pretty epic because we are doing a 1000 console gaming setup. So basically what I've done is calculated all the prices for both Xbox and PlayStation. So we're doing both today and we're gonna get $1,000 worth of a setup. And it's gonna be amazing because both go a little bit under the $1,000 mark. So I'll give you a couple of different options. And then if you have a bit of extra money on top of that, maybe you could spend a bit extra for just some bits and pieces for your setup too. So that's what we're gonna focus on today. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm very, very excited to do this. So let's jump straight in and start this setup build. The first place we need to start with is the monitor. So what I have here is a 27-inch LG monitor. Basically, this is a 4K monitor and it has FreeSyncs and it has IPS, and yeah, it's 27 inches. So I like my monitors not too wide. I feel like 38 inches and 32 inches and stuff like that can be a bit too big. So I just wanted something a bit small. So this is perfect. And it came in around $540. So I'm pretty happy with this monitor. So we're gonna open it now and show you guys. So the exact name for this monitor is the LG 27UL500, and it's the Ultra HD monitor that does the 4K support. So let's just do it. Let's just jump right in. I love doing these unboxings and showing you guys all this cool stuff. I haven't seen much on this monitor, but the stuff that I have seen has been pretty good, and I think it's a fantastic deal for what you get. I feel like LG is making some fantastic monitors for really good prices, especially because we're getting 4K gameplay, and we're getting that for like $500 basically. So it's a really, really solid deal. All right, so it tells us which way to open, and I've opened it at the right way. So we've opened it at the front. We get the actual stand. We get some other stand materials. We've got a pack here of other accessories. We have a handling guide over here as well. And now if we lift this up, we have the actual gaming monitor here as well. So if I pull this up, this is our actual gaming monitor. It's not too bad of a size. Excellent. All right, so I'm pretty sure that is everything inside the box. So this is our actual monitor size that we have. This is upside down currently, but it's pretty nice. Has a nice look, decent size, so it fits on top of our workstation here. This is the back of the monitor. We have two HDMI outputs, which is fantastic because we have both the PlayStation and the Xbox, so that's gonna be absolutely amazing. We've got the power port. We also have the headphone jack, which is also really good. Today we're not gonna need it because we have our wireless headphones, but that's also really good. And we have a DP in direct input, and we have the actual stand mount. We have the actual power cable. We have a power brick. We have a couple of screws. And I have this shielded mount. I have a HDMI cable, which is really cool. I have another HDMI cable, so it comes with two HDMI cables. And the guide for how to actually put everything together. We have some warranty information. With JB Hi-Fi, it comes with extra warranty if you want to buy it. So I got a good 3 years warranty, and that was only $87. It's always good to get your warranty just in case. Inside of here, we actually have the monitoring stand. So this is our actual stand mount, and this will just fit onto there when it's ready. All right, so that's our base. So basically we're gonna build it from here. That just sort of slides in there like that. We also have a locking mechanism, so we can lock that. So that's pretty easy, how it's like nice and locked in. So now that won't move anywhere. How that's got a locking mechanism. It's really smart how that works and pretty easy to put together. So you have a pretty good stand here. For the other components, we have some screws as well. So the screws go in at the bottom, at the top there. We have 2 different holes there, and we basically put the mount on and we put the screws in. I do apologize if I'm not holding this correctly, but it's the only way. So basically I'm just gonna pop that in and then mount the screws on, and we're gonna do this easily just by, you know, holding it the way I'm holding it. And then I'm gonna start from the top and then do the bottom half. All right, so I found a screwdriver. It's a good old Phillips head. This isn't the best way to do it. I would actually prefer to do this on a flat surface, so you know that it's completely flat. But this has definitely worked out really well. And also what I've noticed on the back here is we got a back panel where basically we can take off the screws of that and we can use it as either a wall mount, so we can hang it on the wall, or basically we can use it with a free moving arm. So basically we can move this however we like. It's safe and secured. Everything is on there. So that is the LG monitor with the mount on. It's a decent size as well. It's a great 27-inch screen. We also have the mount as I was talking about before, so we can put that on. Boom, it connects in that way, and perfect. Now we have that, we can have a look at our power brick as well. Oh, we also have adjustable mounting, which is pretty good as well. So now that we have this, we're gonna need a power source. So for my power source, I decided to go for this USB power board. And what this will do is it holds about 8 different powers. It holds the USB charging, but it's also fast charging, has a master switch, and it has surge protection. So this is great. And it's only about $70, so that's really good. That's a pretty good deal for me. Okay, so we have a power source now. It's absolutely incredible that we have this much for $70. The fact that it has the surge protection is also a massive plus. We don't want things just switching off and, you know, blowing up by accident, or, you know, getting electrocuted by your board. You don't want any of that stuff. So having a surge protected power board is such a useful thing to have. And basically what I'm gonna do is we're gonna move the desk and the monitor into place with the power board, and we'll carry on in the video. Let's go. All right, so this is how our setup is looking so far with the power brick and a little desk, and we have the monitor enabled. We're gonna add some bits and pieces to our setup, such as the consoles. I feel like the consoles is the best way to go from here. Our first console will be the PlayStation 5 that we're gonna put in. So we'll set it up for the PlayStation 5 first, and then we'll set it up for the Xbox. We've got a Camo controller, and we have our PlayStation with the Camo plates. If you want something like this controller, it will come in at about 119. You can actually get a DualSense controller a bit cheaper, such as the white one. And as well as that, we have a dual charging station, which also comes in at some extra price. The dual charging station only comes in at $49.95, so that's a pretty good price, so we'll add that. And we have our PlayStation 5 now connected to our 4K monitor. So now we can adjust the size of the screen to make it fit, and that is perfect. We can adjust our brightness, and also, can I just say, from all angles, this is really, really good. So it doesn't have any weird sort of stuff going on with the viewing angles. All right, excellent. So we are fully in the PlayStation 5. The only other thing that I think will be great is having some audio. So we're gonna include the PlayStation headset. This is the Pulse 3D headset. I think it's just a fantastic audio experience. I think for under $1,000, you won't be able to get many amazing quality audio speakers. So I think getting a headset is probably your best bet for your audio purposes. Plus, the 3D headset comes with the 3D audio. It's easy to connect with the PlayStation 5, and it is very, very good. So the price of this 3D headset is $159. So that also goes in the final price. The only other accessories that you might need would be something like the media remote. So if you wanted to turn on Netflix, you could turn on Netflix pretty much straight away. This only comes in at like 50 bucks. So it's just an extra thing that you don't exactly need for the setup, but it's just there just as an extra accessory, just in case. But so far, we are pretty much under the $1,000 setup. So for the PlayStation 5, pretty much everything will come up to about $936.90, so about $940, including the power brick. You got your dual charging station, you've got an extra controller here, and we have the headset. And if you want the media remote, it will be an extra $50, so it'll be about $990. And the only other thing I would say for the setup is maybe if you want like some LED lighting, some cable management, that would be like an extra $25 to $50 on top of that. But overall, you are pretty much under the $1,000 mark for getting this full setup for the PlayStation 5. So now that we have the PlayStation 5 sorted, we can now move on to the Xbox and talk about some fun stuff with the Xbox setup. Okay, now we have the Xbox Series X connected. Let's focus on our setup for the Xbox Series X. We have a gaming monitor coming in at $540. We have an Xbox controller that comes with the Xbox Series X. But let's say you wanted to have an extra controller, so I thought I'd put that in. Let's say you want 2 controllers. For this video, I thought I'd unbox the Mineral Camo Xbox controller for you guys. It's a limited edition blue controller, comes in at $99. Look at that beautiful, amazing controller that we have for the Xbox. It looks absolutely magnificent. Look at that print. It just looks absolutely fantastic. So that is absolutely awesome that we have that. And it also comes with some batteries, but for this video, we won't need those batteries because we have the charge and play kit. So basically it's a rechargeable battery that will allow you to play and charge at the same time, and you won't have to keep using and buying batteries. So overall, over the long period of time, it's actually better to get one of these because you'll save you a lot of money. This will also come with the USB charger for your Xbox controller, so that is a massive plus. And this is our actual charging kit. So that just basically just fits at the back of the controller. So that just goes in that way. So that basically the controller will have it looking like this without the back panel, but it's still alright. It's a plain charge kit. There are other plain charge kits. I've got another one. I've got the actual Xbox official charge and play kit, and that one you can actually put that on, so that's cool. This one here is good because it comes with 2. Alright, so you basically want to go into your Xbox accessories menu, connect that in, configured and connected. So basically we want to actually connect it to the actual controller first. There we go, so now it works fully. So that's how we connect a brand new controller to the Xbox, and we have the brand new Camo. And also as another option, we could have a dual charging station as well. Charges 2 at once, and it's by 3D Earth. It comes in only at $29, so it's another cheap, easy accessory for your Xbox controllers. Have a couple of back plates there. We have this USB charger. We have the actual charging station over here. 3D Earth batteries as well. So we also have like this plain charge kit included as well, as you can see here. You can actually spend less money and get maybe a little bit more out of your money as well. So far we're coming in at $709. Our Xbox controllers just sort of connect in like that, and we can have 2 at once being charged, which is really good. This product has a really interesting mechanism. So basically we have these chargers that we put into our controller. So now that that's in, basically we can put it into this charger, and then that connects up, and we have both charging when the lights go on, if that makes sense. So we have this LED light sort of stand. It's not the same as the plain charge kit. I definitely prefer the plain charge kit, but it definitely seems pretty cool how we have these LED lights to show which controller's which, and yeah, it's got an interesting structure to how this works. But it's cool because we now have a stand for the Xbox controllers, so we have somewhere to put them so they're not so loose and everything all over our station. And then we can basically turn this back on and start playing around with our Xbox again. So we have somewhere to put them if we need them. I kind of like that, and it's very cheap. It's only $29. So once again, we're only spending $700 at this point. So we've got a pretty great setup going on over here. The next thing that we'll definitely need is a headset, because like I said, we're not gonna get much for $1,000 with speakers. So I've got our Xbox headset over here. Our Xbox wireless headset comes in at $149. So that'll take our total up to about $855. So we're still well under the total price of $1,000, and we have a headset, we have a charging station, and we have extra options for charging the monitor as well. And also on top of that, if you want maybe a media remote over here, I bought this for about $50 as well, and it's really good. It just doesn't have the same shortcuts. I definitely prefer the PlayStation 5 Media Remote over this Media Remote, but it still works the exact same. That's another option, an extra $50 on top of that, so that'll take you to about $905. If you really want to, you can add some LED lights to your setup. So I have this funky color change LED stand, and it comes in at about $80. Basically, that just connects to your Xbox Series X and it changes the colors, adds a bit of LED lighting. So overall, that would probably take it to about $900.80 mark. So that's still under the $1,000 mark. All right, let's have a look. So this is our Xbox Series X stand. Basically, it has a USB connection, and we have the LED lights around the ring. All right, so we have a LED light connected with the stand. So this is the setup overall, how it looks. Dual charger, 2 controllers. We've got the headset, and we have the Xbox with this LED light, which is pretty sick. As you can see, we've got some green LEDs coming out of there. You can easily just change the colors by pressing some buttons there. Overall, this setup comes in at about $990. Like I said, you don't need half of this stuff. We definitely don't need that LED stand. The dual charging station comes in at $29, and I think it's pretty sick, and it shows that we can put somewhere to put our controllers. We have the Camo controller, which is definitely pretty cool. Not a necessity, but it's definitely cool to have. Having the headset wirelessly is a must-have, I would say, for this sort of setup. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to hear anything. I'm excited to just play some games now and showcase the 2 setups. So far, I'm really enjoying this setup. I think the screen is absolutely amazing and works perfectly. It's the perfect size. It's not too big, it's not too small, it's just right. We've got a cool LED stand, we've got the dual charger, so if I need to charge my Xbox controller, I just whack it on charge and it's charging straight away, and I've got somewhere to put it. It's small, compact, and really easy to control, so not too many wires that you have to deal with, and everything is there that you need for your Xbox. So it's a perfect setup. We did really well for the PlayStation as well. The total price for everything with the PlayStation 5 come around to about $940. All right, so I just figured out this dual setup for the Xbox and the PlayStation at the same time. So check this out. Basically, because we have 2 HDMI ports, we can switch between both consoles using the same monitor. So basically, if I press this button, I can actually select the input and change the input to the Xbox input, basically. So now we have the Xbox input, and I can select HDMI 1, and now we have the PlayStation input selected. So now we're back to the PlayStation. I figured out for under $1,000 for both consoles how to get them both working as well. So that's really, really cool. So this monitor is absolutely incredible. I love how it looks. It's definitely useful having these headphones, and we also have the headphone output, so if you do later get some speakers, you can use the dual headphone output as well for your speakers. And then let's say I get bored of that, I can switch games or I can change it to the Xbox. It is like, I don't know how more perfect you can get with $1,000 with this sort of setup. If you guys have any ideas, let me know, and like and subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys next time.